back to Larry's Anything Goes. Happy Taco Tuesday, as they say. They say some other things, but, you know, I try to keep it somewhat classy while I'm on here. I know that's not that popular nowadays. Looking clean and sounding like you read a book in a lot of people's lives is like, man, you sound too soft. You're not funny enough. You're not entertaining enough. So, but it is what it is. All right. So today's word of the day is instigate. And as a child, I hung around with a lot of instigators. Unfortunately, they always wanted to get into some nonsense, but you know, as they call it, growing pains. So instigate stands for to urge on, to incite. And the beautiful thing about this word is that we can be utilized in so many different fashions, in so many different ways. However, the biggest instigators is a lot of times the trolls online. They like to, you're talking about a specific subject matter, and they will do a beautiful job of trying to divert you from one subject matter to another subject matter in order to try to start a confrontation with you, which the whole internet arguing thing, the only thing I'll ever argue about on the internet is how I can invest my money and make more money. If that's not the subject matter of the conversation, then it's a waste of time. And even then, it's like, okay, give me some practical measures. Don't just give me some scheme that if you do X, Y, Z, you're going to be a billionaire. Yeah, because that's the way becoming a billionaire works. But anyways, or the people that love to, when I go live or when I'm making videos, they love to say, inbox me, I'm gonna make you a millionaire. Like, sure, send me your cash. Yeah, those are my favorite ones. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. Don't call me, I'll call you. But anyways, but the only people I like to be around at when it comes to instigating passion, instigate having a great life, instigate learning, instigate excitement, instigate ways that we can build together from a multitude of aspects, mentally, spiritually, financially, health-wise. Instigate those things, because those are the things, in my personal opinion, that matter the most. Those are the fruits of our labor at the end of the day. And you want to see the fruits of your labor, and the best way to see that is not only the hard work that you put in, but the hard work that the people, your significant other, your friends and family that are around you that are putting in all at the same time. Because so many times people end up with people from a relationship standpoint that suck the life out of them like a tick. People are around friends who are always negative and always complaining. All they need is some Similac or some baby powder, because they're always whining. You know, I got a sign in my room that says no whining zone. Sign at my desk says no whining zone. If I wanted to hear a bunch of people whine and whatnot, I'd go to a freaking newborn hospital and whatnot, where a bunch of newborns are at. Not my style. All right. So, quote by Mr. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace to the king. He says, I believe that we should own the fruits of our labor and the assets of our creations. And he was definitely talking about that, especially given the fact that when he came out as a rapper, that was literally the beginning. And it was the beginning of the whole everybody streaming now. And it was the end of CDs. Because when he first came out, he was handing CDs out and selling CDs, things of that nature. Heck, even him and his people cornered the game. And the game thought he was going to be, you know, somebody was going to try to come at him, the rapper of the game. People were going to come after him because back then he would just ride around L.A., you know, him being a quote-unquote official blood. And Nipsey Hussle and a group of his people who were Crips, they came up to him. And I think the game even said he grabbed, I don't think I'm paraphrasing when I said, he said he grabbed his gun, thought this was going to be the moment where he was going to have to let off on people. But Nipsey just said, hey, man, here's my CD, man, check it out, and walked away. But that was the beginning of streaming really becoming a big thing in the end of CDs. Like, it makes me laugh sometimes when I'm in LA and I'm walking to Venice Beach and people are still trying to sell CDs. I was like, most people don't even own CD players anymore, but it is what it is. But anyways, long story being short, a lot of the content creators, music creators, even when they do go viral, even when their stuff is popular, they're getting cents, and I mean cents on the dollar. So that's why you even see a lot more people pulling their music or having the music flagged in various different platforms, because they're like, hey, I made this product. I should be getting the actual top of the line of being able to get my money for this product. Unlike back in the days before streaming, you actually had to go to a physical store and buy a CD, buy a cassette tape, buy a record. But nowadays, most people stream and they might pay a monthly fee to a specific organization like a Spotify, but the artists themselves are not even getting paid the significant amount of money, in their opinion, not mine, for their music. So that's why they always say, hey, you know, that's why they have their different platforms of themselves for their artists, so that they can get the full product. And of course, they're always trying to sell stuff when they go on tour, things of that nature. So always ensure that you do your best to own the fruits of your labor, the assets of your creations of any type, and ensure that you try to get as financially educated as much as possible so that you don't end up in the poorhouse. Because like I always say, regardless if you live in Alabama, Mississippi, New York, California, the DMV area, Chicago, Detroit, If you and your friends and family are not operating like a corporation, regardless who's in the White House, governor's house, and mayor's house, you are going to be financially screwed within the next 5 to 10 years. Don't believe me? Do your own homework, do your own research. As I always say, do the great three things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care.